Oh, okay. Are we back? Um, Online and Twitch. All right. So it looks like we might be back online. Maybe I'll get Flavor's Tech back. Maybe not. Who knows? All right. Well, so welcome back. Looks like the stream dropped there for some reason. Um, right at just over the 3 hour mark. I've got three computers running here. Where's my mouse? Oh, I turned it off. There it is. Okay. Now looks like we're back on live on both. Sorry about that, folks. It says bad stream, not receiving data fast enough, but I believe it'll catch up here in a second. Let's watch on live page because I feel like it's dropped. I'm gonna come back. So once I confirm we're back online on Twitch and on YouTube. Looks like Twitch is running. Yep, Twitch has been running. YouTube's taking a second to catch up. Stopped at 2 hours. Okay, you're back on. All right, so let me drag this window over here so I can see it better. Yeah, for some reason, I can't get a full stream without it dropping. I always have to. Well, I edited the last one so that it was a video. Fortunately, that means the live chat goes away, but I didn't have any live chat last time. But it's okay. So yeah, I haven't smoked a cigarette in over 4 years because of vaping. I know it's not good for you, but it's not as bad as you for cigarettes. And I vape Hold Fast Jaws. Have for 2 years now. Love it. Stream health is good. All right, so back to this. All right, so we're still preparing the X carriage, putting the tighten the M310 in until the night slides in the printed part. Slides in. Since the part of the shape of the cutout from the nut, you might need to adjust, rotate the nut. Right, so got that. Want a second picture. Okay, so now let's see what we got. Stream dropping got me distracted. I can distract myself. So we're using this nut to seat, or excuse me, using this screw to seat this nut in its spot. And it should. It says slides in the printed part. So I'm guessing that needs to be pretty flush. Yep, that's flush. So now we can remove this M10. See, I didn't need to get out of the spare bag. I'm not leaving it in there. I could have just took it out of the other bag, put it right back in the bag and used it for whatever it's supposed to be used for in the future. I didn't have to go digging through the spare part bag. Jeez. That's okay. Now I gotta put it back in the spare part bag. Because OCD. Big bag, get the little bag out, little bag out. It. Put this into M3 times 10. Back in. There we go. Alright, so that's seated in there. And that's it. Alright, now I'm preparing the X carriage block. So that's X carriage block. It doesn't look like there's a specific way. Yes, there is a specific way. From the previous step, tighten the screw. No, there's a recess slot for the screw head on one side. Alright, so this is the flat side. So you can see there's no recess in there. And then there's a recess on that side. So we're going to put our M3 times 40, slide it all the way through till it's in. And now with the X carriage part 4, we want to have it facing this way. Let's see the MK3 sign, and then we want to put the round side facing up. Put this through to where we just seated that nut. And tighten this part down. This is a nice little addition there. I think they just used a M3 times 40 bolt on the old one that you just kind of wrapped the wires all around. This has got like nice little channels for all the zip ties to go through. It's an excellent design upgrade, I believe. And I'm going to make sure that round part fits there. Check the U-shape. Make sure that it's mounting. So if you take a look at the video here, you can see there's on this part there's a U-shape in the print, and then there's this rounded hole. You want to make sure that all matches up before you tighten everything down too much. Feels good. All right, got that done. Now we move on to step 40. So now we want to take the cables from the extruder through the X carriage, right? And then got some stringing here. I'm gonna use my file to just get rid of a little bit, stop from holding up my channeling of these wires. So they're gonna go through this there's this little tab right here is what they've got it going through. So nope, not yet, that's the top. So we want to make sure it goes through here. Okay, so we want to take push the cables from the extruder through the X carriage back. Start with the extruder motor and the left hot end fan. So the extruder motor and the left hot end fan are now going to go through this round hole. All right. Wires started, and the next step, add the print fan and the printer cable. So let's pull this up out of the way real quick. Print fan goes through now. I believe this is because of the order they're telling you is because of the size of the connectors. So if you were to try and push in the connector for the motor last, it's all the other wires will get in the way of that connector going through. So now we can go through and got that, and then last but not least, the Penda Probe. Where's the Penda Probe? Connector's kind of big too, so it's gonna get a little bit of a tight fit, but it fits nonetheless. No, I might have spoke too soon. There's a little tab on the Penda Probe connector. All right, so now we can pull these all the way through. Gonna slide this up and then carefully insert the nylon filament through the same hole. Correct? Yes. Let's make sure. I think it's the next picture. Yes. So it needs to go through as well. And on top of all of these wires. And it flavors this point from earlier. Make sure that goes up. Yep, it goes up. Now we can kind of grasp all these together, start to pull them down and tight. There we go. Make sure we pull all the way through. Make sure the wires are blocking everything there. And then push them into their channels. Do you want to kind of hold the motor a little bit here? All right, so before we go into that, before pressing the X carriage back into cables from the hot end and filament sensor are not going from the hot end filament sensor are not going through yet. So the cables at the bottom are not going through this yet. Before pressing the X carriage back against the X axis, place the filament sensor cable through the slots. So before we get those all done, we want this filament sensor cable through the top slot right here. So once we get that done, it will not be accessible anymore. So these cables should all go into their channel here. A lot easier said than done. Fan. There we go. That didn't want to go into its hole for a second there. Like something is not in its hole yet. Oh, there we go. Now there it is. Just a little bit of playing with it will work. So now using 5 M3 times 10. I think about the rest of these, we're getting pretty close to being done with this bag. M3 times 10. We're going to start with the middle one. It says. And ensure proper alignment. All right. And 3 times 10 middle one. Seated. And let's get it in there. Man, it's almost 2 a.m. This needs to be done. I need to go to bed. I'm trying to be careful of all the wires and this nylon filament that's flopping around in my face. To, there we go. All right, so that one is fairly decently done. I'll go ahead and start with the rest of them now. Go back through with an Allen key here in a second. Make sure those square nuts are seated in all the way. And because I don't feel like these are hitting. They're nuts. Here's a picture where all of them go. Zoom in on this bad boy. There we go. Middle one went first, and now the 4 outer ones are going in. Not getting a good bite on the nuts for these so far, so I'm just trying to get them all in. There we go. That one feels like it's biting in pretty good. Now I'm missing an M3 times 10. Thank God for spare bags. Let's go ahead and grab this M3 times 10 I had out earlier. I should have just left it out. M3 times 10. Here you are. Let's see the net right there. And bottom right hand corner here. Right where all my wires are. I'm going to be very careful with the wires. It's not lining up very well. Okay, there we go. I do not feel like these bolts are long enough. Man, what's going on here? So I think this one in the middle here is that bolt that I put in earlier that was loose inside of its housing. And I don't think is it. It may not be. Let me go ahead and pull this one back out. Let me use a longer bolt, see if I can get it to feel like it's that thread in there. Man, it's taking way longer than it should. You know what? That's a lot looser than it was before I loosened it. I'm gonna keep trying to tighten this one down. That's not tightening at all. Let's pull these out. Make sure that these. Wait. Did I completely miss a step where square nuts go in? I bet you I did. Why do I not have square nuts? What is happening here? Am I just completely retarded and missing a step? And I apologize, that's very insensitive of me, but am I just dumb and missed a step with these? Oh, you know what? Ha! That's exactly what happened. That is what happened. So, me and my infinite wisdom on the streams for the MK3 build, I replaced this part with a new part that I 3D printed and did not transfer over the square nuts that I placed in them originally. They're going to be really hard to get out now. That was intelligent. I don't have a Allen or a hex head screwdriver flavors. That'd be great if I did. I'm just wondering how I'm going to get those out now. I wonder how many spare square nuts does this have? It's got 4. Let me use these 4. That's definitely something I should invest in, I agree. Okay. You guys are just seeing me at my best with these streams. Okay, so there are the other two. Swear about this one. And one is in here, I know it is. There it is. Oh, it's the way it is. Ooh, boy, come on. In the bag. Now we'll work on getting the other spray nuts out of that part at a later date to replace them in the spare bag. So, if I loosen these back up, should be able to slide those in there. Try the hardest ones first. Let's pull this back off. And I understand why they don't have us. I don't know, from the first stream. And even the second stream, that was a failure. The you know, we talked about the bottom bearing not being secured yet. Made it harder to tension the belt, and it does, but it is it's not secured yet because this plate's what secures it. You obviously can't put this plate on until all your wiring is on there. So this is going to be pretty difficult to do with everything on it already. And I didn't think about this whenever I changed this part out yesterday. I thought this was the only thing that worked from yesterday, but obviously I was wrong because it didn't work either. Because I didn't do this. So sorry, I'm going to be quiet and a little concentrating, and my head's going to go in and out of the camera because I'm trying to get these square nuts into the hole where the bearing channel is on this original extruder mount. This is one of the very first steps that you do when you're working with this piece in a much earlier step. And there's a reason why you do it then, because this is not easy to do, and it possibly could be dangerous for some of the parts that I'm working around. I feel like I can do it. I kind of have to do it. I'm not going back and undoing all this. This is not going to be another wasted stream. Come on, here we go. We're almost there. All right, so I got to bring this a lot closer to me so I can see deep down inside that piece there. I know I can get it in the top, so let me just go ahead and do that. Just so I feel something is accomplished right now. Okay, do that little curve there. Slide this one in. Go. So those two are in. Now these two. I wonder if I can do this. Between the Allen key and my finger. So tough. Here we go. There it is, way up there. Almost got this side in. It's getting so close. That's so far. Yeah, not there. I have the other way to do this. Spot. Oh, jeez. Oh, now you're just going there. Now you're just messing with me. Where did my so into the extrusion channel. That's great. Wonder. Trying to think if there's any other way I can get this done. I guess I know what I could do, I just don't want to do it because everything's at attention. What I feel is correct. Oh, you're almost in there. Why are you being such a pain in my behind? Yeah, I bet you this is the most fun thing to watch right about now. That's all right. So again, learn from my mistakes. Hopefully, obviously, if you have a new kit, you're not going to be going through the same thing that I'm going through with printing out the new parts and half building the kit or partly building the kit and going back and taking things apart like I did in the part 2 stream. Let me try this other side. I can see that side even less. Okay, I'm going to turn this out a little bit so I can see the holes better. Definitely see the holes better now. Okay. Oh, Lord. Definitely the reason why they tell you to do these first, as I said before. Wait. Oh, darn it. Thought I got that one. All right, come on. Come on. But I wouldn't give for little tiny fingers right about now. Done soon. I'm gonna have to give up for tonight and do this another night. Come on. Just help me out here a little bit, Lady Luck. Forgive me for my transgressions on not thinking ahead. See where it goes. Get it right to the hole. Can't get it in there. Now they're gonna need a bit more space. I wonder. Let's pull it off the side. And if your question is, are you having fun yet? Yes, of course I am. No. Yes, I am. Of course I am. This is fun for me. I like building stuff. All right. That's your home right there. You see it? I see it. Did I see it? You see it. Go to your home. Wow. That landed in a weird spot. Right, the web of my thumb against the plier handles. Snap something off the pliers. Yeah, we're wasting a ton of time doing this. It's time for bed. But I can't just give up yet. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Thought I had it. Man, that's hurting my fingers now. This might be a cut. Come on. Give me a little bit of love in here. Oh, come on. Jeez Louise. Get out of there. Okay. Let's go back this way and try the other side again. And if I can't get this after another minute or two, just gonna have to call it quits for tonight. Raise the white flag. Get this done another day. When? I have no idea. It won't be tomorrow. Work 2 12-hour shifts over the next 2 days. Shouldn't be staying up this late, but I am. You know what? Let me try this. Get all my loose parts out of the way here. Part of the problem is I can't see the holes all that well. Don't freak out. See the hole's a little better now. Not much, but a little. Now I'm running into a lot more danger of dropping these square nuts on the floor. Get out of the way, box. Seriously. As soon as I think I've got it, it just slides right out of place. Alright, I'm going to be blocking that overhead camera, so let me switch to this one so you can see my frustration and hear my, and see my facial expressions. Actually, I'm still not going to see my facial expressions, but let me see if I can get to this and get the bearing out of the way. Come on. Why do you hate me? All right, I'm gonna get another minute. This is not fun. Oh, my back's starting to hurt too. Got it. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, I missed it. Yay. What I'm attempting to do is use the pliers to hold the nut and get it guided into place, and then use the Allen key to keep it from twisting and provide a little bit of extra push into its home. But that's not working either. I wonder if I can use this bolt. Screw. Is getting it started. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I think that might have worked. Please, please, please. Maybe. Maybe. Yes! That worked. Woohoo! Alright, now let's see if I can repeat that same process for the other side. Do the same thing. Come on. Not working as well on this side. started now. Okay, I think I got him in there. Boy, that was a lot more hassle that I caused for myself there than should ever need to be caused for somebody. Alright, those are both lined. That's lined. Okay. Woohoo! Alright, I'm gonna get this back plate on and then call it a night, even if this step's not finished. I won't eat another bear when I've not completed this step. Alright, so let me make sure I've got my 4 M10 screws easily accessible. 1, 2, 3, and where's that boy go? Scroll back down to where I need to be. One's still in there. One's still in there too. Alright, so there's still 2 in there. So let's get cables pulled back through the correct spots. Make sure that this is twisted kind of twisted clockwise and placed into its home and in its channel. Back these back out some. Bearing does need to go back into its home, of course. I need one of those out of here. How can I get these out? Could just break the part. There we go. Got one. One more I forgot. Right there. This one should be a lot easier though. Use the same technique I did before. Switch back around and go right here. We're gonna wing it now. We're done playing with those. I'll go back and fix them at a later date. For now, this is gonna be out. So wires all need to go in their home. That needs to go in its home right there. And that goes in there. Now we should have much better luck with this. Yeah, that feels way better. Of course it does. Because it's actually doing it something. Down there, down there, and last one. stuff and junk and things and things and stuff and junk and things and stuff. All right, so let's see. Text house leave, all that. What else is there? I'm not gonna do all that. We're gonna stop right here. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. You know, once again, making mistakes, learning from mistakes, hoping that it helps somebody else not make the same mistakes or make different mistakes and pass on their knowledge to help somebody else not make those same mistakes. That's the whole point of all this, is to grow and learn together. So once again, I want to thank you for joining me this evening, tonight, or whatever it is you're watching this video. I will probably download the two parts of this since the stream's dropped midstream, do a little editing magic, and put it together as one video and upload it later on. That might take me a couple days because I am working some long shifts coming up. My next stream will be probably, I can't even make a guess, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, somewhere around there. Definitely not the next 2 nights. Probably not Sunday night because it's the Super Bowl. I do live in New England. Patriots are a big thing up here. So obviously go Patriots. If you're not a Patriots fan, then that's fine. You know, I think what they're playing the Rams. I'm not a sports guy. I'm a tech guy. I love tech stuff. So again, once again, thank you for joining me. If you like this content, want to see more of it, and let know when these live streams randomly go live, click that subscribe button, click that like button if you liked it, click dislike if you dislike it. Show me some love in the comments, give me some suggestions, or just make fun of me as much as you can. And I'm talking to a small face here. Hopefully I can get a little bit more organized with these streams in the near future. But for now, you guys have a wonderful night. Love each other, be kind, use your turn signals, all that nice stuff. But thank you very much and have a wonderful night.